Hello, subscribers to the Debt to Success System Review channel. I want to thank you for subscribing and helping me steer people away from trusting this man, Mark of Freedom. He calls himself Mark of Freedom. He's actually Mark of Fraud. That's what he ought to be called, and a thief, because the man who worked with me on the telephone to sell me this whole package, and it cost me $25,000. That this man kept after I demanded a refund, and that's why I started this channel. Anyway, the guy who sold me over the phone was a man who used to work for them and has since sent me an email saying that this guy is a fraud and that DTSS has not provided any of the services that they say that they are going to provide as far as getting you so that you don't have to pay taxes and dismissing your debts, discharging your debts, and all that stuff. This guy's a total fraud. He's not doing it. And so the salesman that used to work for them feels so bad. He contacted me and apologized. And I of course forgive him. It's this guy's fault, not the telephone salesman, that this guy is probably a pathological lying narcissist. Anyway, I came across another pathological lying narcissist when I came across Brad Tipton. If you haven't heard of Brad Tipton, he's written all these crazy books out there. He claims they are books. They're like 7 to 17 page pamphlets. And he calls them, I've published all these books about debt discharge and stuff. Anyway, he's come up with this new program called Debt Discharge Dynamics, Artificial Intelligence. And he claims that he's the expert, the only one teaching it out there. But guess what? He learned it from the guys at urlaw.org. So I am doing my best to now warn people away from trusting Brad Tipton. Brad Tipton is a charlatan. I gave him $4,000 to teach me and to help me with the court case, and he had me file the case, told me he wrote the case up, wrote the complaint, and I filed it against a bank. And then Tipton, of all things, the night before the court case, he sends me a video email and tells me how to handle the court case, how to talk to the judge. And he said, if you say all these things, then your case will be dismissed. And I'm the one who filed the case. I'm the one who Tipton is the one who, his legal team supposedly, wrote the whole case up in order for me to file it against the bank. And Tipton is advising me on how to have the case dismissed by the judge. So he didn't know who I was. The guy's a fraud. He's a charlatan. This is what he looks like. Brad Tipton. A charlatan is a fraud, a fake expert. Okay, he claims to have knowledge that he doesn't actually have. So I've put together this video trying to steer people away from Brad Tipton. So what I'm asking that you subscribers to the DTSS review channel do is please search Brad Tipton review in YouTube and please pull this up, click on my channel, please subscribe, because the more subscribers we have, the more people we can protect from trusting charlatan frauds like this guy Brad Tipton. And I ask that you watch this Brad Tipton video here all the way to the end. It helps the YouTube algorithms and stuff. If you watch it all the way through the end, you can double speed it, which is what I do to all my videos. You can double speed it and get through it in less than 5 minutes. So I ask that you watch this, that you subscribe, and that you like it, and even comment if you want to make a comment about how terrible the fraudsters are out there. And if you really want to know how to discharge your debts, then I encourage you to go to urlaw.org. I have purchased their program that is this equity discharge class. I've purchased it and my mind is being blown. I am learning a lot. And I know for a fact that Brad Tipton took this class. Unfortunately, he did not learn it very well, because what he taught me through this program, I was one of the first people to get this Discharge Dynamics program. What he taught me through it does not line up with what UR Law is teaching us to do. UR Law is very careful. They warn you about how to not make mistakes and stuff. Brad Tipton, if you were to pay him, he says that he'll be available 24/7. And then once you've paid him and he's got your money, it becomes he will only reply to you if you write the questions in a single sentence format, very clear, and you don't give him any context as to why you're asking the question, you just ask the question, and he has to be able to answer very shortly because he's very busy with his many, many customers and trying to discharge their debts, and his legal team should not be insulted if you ask him too many questions. And I asked too many questions, and Brad Tipton canceled my account and kept my $4,000. And so all he did was cost me a lot of money and a lot of grief with a court, a local court, and suing a bank, and him giving me terrible advice. Do not trust this fraud, charlatan man. His name is Brad Tipton, and I ask that you go there, watch the video, make comments, make it so that when people look for debt discharge and stuff, they land on this page and they will run away from Brad Tipton as much as they run away from the debt success system and this other fraud, Mark of Freedom. Okay, I wish all of you well. Please go next to Brad Tipton Review, find this channel, and watch this video, please. I thank you very much. Hope you have a great day and a happy 2024.